the window is covered, you see that that particular part of the class is what? Dark. I'm talking about those ones there. Just by that table. Yes, around there. You see how that place is dark. Now look at this region here now. Very what? Bright. This is the effect of light. Without being told, you will know that the source of light is close to these people here. Is that true?
Yes.
These people have accessibility direct to the light. And that's why this part of it, the classroom, is very bright. That is how it is when you are drawing. In drawing, you must be able to create what is called your tones. Your tones, you should be able to create what's called light and shade. Are we together? Yes, the area where light flashes on the object, when you want to shade, you make sure that you give it a light tone. That is when we come to types of tone. We'll be seeing all those ones. If after drawing, I decide to shade, so you do this with your pencil. Just do this around your note here, at this point of your note. With your pencil, not biro. Huh? This is it. You can shade an object using this. Effectively and creatively. Effectively and creatively, you can shade an object doing that. Make the dot visible, very visible. Huh? Make the dot very visible. Or the point. So when we draw an object, as we keep drawing, we are going to be using the forms of shading. That's why I say we must take them before practical. If not, we will not really understand what we are doing. Number 2, types of shading. We have what's called hatching. Hatching. Okay, in hatching, you shade this way. That is hatching. Either it's going straight or it's going curved. That is hatching. We have cross hatching. As the name implies, this is hatching, isn't it? When you cross it, it becomes what? Cross hatching. Then we have what's called smudging. In smudging, there is no space in between. So these are the 4 types of shading. Okay? I believe we should be through with this now.
Yes, sir.
It's just very short notes. The notes are just short. Just so we will need to get to know these things so that by the time we start the practical, you can really understand, okay, this is what we're taught, now we are practicalizing it. You can understand it now. So okay, the reason why we are shading like this, okay, we remember we were taught that this is the hatching method, this is crotch hatching, this is dottilism, okay, the reason why we are, okay, this is smudging. So I can just ask you to draw an object and I will tell you what type of shading I want you to use for it. So you understand when I say draw this object using the pointillism method of shading. Then you, if I'm not giving you this note, you will not know. You'll be asking me. So that's why I have to give you this note so that you understand it. Because when we are shading, we need to deal with tones. We need to deal with tones when we are shading. I've just told you now, tone. Okay, let me continue my note here. Now those who are still writing, how many of you are still writing this? Okay, I will leave this and come here because of time. We have less than an hour now. tone? What is tone? When we talk about tone, tone has different meaning in different fields. But when it comes to the field of art, when we talk about tone, we are talking about the solidity or depth of a shade. That's a tone. You understand it when we start the practical. Don't mind the grammar. When we start the practical, you understand the grammar. You understand what we mean by the depth of tone on a drawn object. Okay? Now, there are 3 types of tones. So let's take types of tones. 1, full. We have what is called full tone. We have half tone. We have dark tone. That's where the note will end for today. When we now begin to draw and shade, you will now understand. But let me just use the class, for example, to explain what is full tone, half tone, dark tone. The full tone is that area of the shape that is directly facing the source of light. So in this classroom now, this is where we have, this is the full tone region. You see? And the full tone region is always brighter. You understand?
Yes, sir.
This is the full tone region of this class now. Now, that side there is the dark tone. They have no access to light, and you can see that place dark. Now, in between this place, that place, these people at the middle here, this is the half tone. Because here, you can see part of the light, and you can also see part of the what? Dark. So, that is how it is. When you are shading an object, when you draw, you must create these 3 tones on that drawing. You can't just draw an object and just shade everything equal tone. It is not acceptable professionally. An artist will not accept that. If you draw like that for me, I will not take it. It's not acceptable. There is no way an object drawn. Are you listening to me?
Yes,
Hello? Pay attention. Pay attention. You are distracted. There is no way an object can have the same tone. It's not possible. It's not, except that object is directly facing the source of light. Directly. And even in some cases, even when facing the source of light, there are natural obstacles on our faces that seem to what? Deprive the flow of the light. For example, now look at your face. You see your nose? Your nose is a form of distraction to the source of light. Somebody say, I don't know. I'm hearing somebody there say, I don't know. You don't know your nose is protruded? Your nose is projected from the flat surface of your face. Isn't it?
Yes.
Look at your face now. Your nose level and your face level, is it the same?
No.
Huh? That's why you see that when somebody sit down like this, like, what's your name? Oh. Now, sit down well. Sit down well. I want to just show something. Now, look at. Our face is divided into 2 by virtue of tone. Those of you here, what do you see here? Dark. What do you see here?